Nobody wants to be falsely accused of something they never did, especially a good friend that you know and got to like.
Authorities in Rwanda are seeking an American wildlife researcher in the murder of naturalist Diane Fossey.
Dramatic development in the case. Charges were brought against her American research assistant.
The prime suspect in her murder is Wayne McGuire.
I had absolutely nothing to do with Diane's tragic death. She was my friend and one of my mentors. I had everything to lose and nothing to gain by her death.
I arrived in August 1st of 1985. I felt like I was meant to be there. This is where I'm supposed to be. This is my destiny. She's like, I know you've heard a lot of bad things about me. She says, I want you to forget about them and focus on the gorillas.
When was assigned the room next to me in my cabin, so we're both roommates. At that time, Diane had health issues. She was physically unable to go to the field.
She was not well at all. And she had an oxygen tank. Her emphysema was so bad. And she smoked cigarettes constantly, chain smoker. And she missed going to the gorillas.
The longer I work here, I realize more and more just how important it is that I am here. It is the only place I belong. My only regret is that I cannot go to the gorillas on a daily basis anymore. As long as I can function to train park guards toward the active conservation of gorillas, then I happily exist.
I came back to Diane's cabin every night and talked to her about the gorillas that I had seen that day. She was living through me, her experiences in the past. What was your experience like with Group 5 today? She's like, she couldn't wait to hear every little detail of what happened. She'd be drinking Primus beer, the local beer, every night. But when I talked to her, you could smell the strong scent of whiskey on her breath. She was fascinated with understanding my family, and she asked a lot of questions about that. And I finally turned to her and said, well, Diane, how do you feel about your mother? She didn't like her mother, and she really just had great disdain for her stepfather, and did not like talking about her life beforehand. She was mostly focused on today and the gorillas, and kind of as if she put the past behind her and left it behind permanently. She planned to be there for the rest of her life. There was no desire to go back home.
My visa was up on the 9th, and one now can't get them renewed without the tourist office authorization. I feel like I'm on pins and needles.
The tension was mounting between Diane Fossey and the local officials who didn't want to issue her a visa or the permits to be able to operate properly.
The government was only allowing her a tourist visa. So every 2 months she had to go down that mountain, and they knew she was sick. She was revealing to me a lot of things that perhaps she wasn't sharing with other people. She started talking about retaliation, about having evidence on the officials and others. Diane had signed a contract for a movie of her life, She talked about having evidence that she was going to disclose to the world. She believed that this movie was coming real soon and that she was going to expose everybody and she was going to come out the hero in the story, we might say. She actually did believe that she was going to be killed because one time she said to me, if you ever hear guns and firing going off at night, don't worry about me. Just get down that trail and get out of here as fast as you can. Man, she was really right about what she said.